Part 2. Now, the thing you have to understand, and if you don't, this is probably the place for you to learn. When it comes to your background, ethnic background does not always include by blood. Sometimes it includes location, because there are many different ethnic backgrounds to Chinese culture. You know, and like before the Qing dynasty, there was many different cultural variants. And you need to understand that. And the same thing with Native Americans and all the other cultural differences, because there's more than just the Cherokee tribe. You know, there are other tribes and stuff out there that had different traditions and different cultural variants and things like that. So your skin tone doesn't make you African American. Your birth location may have a little bit to do with that. If you were born in America and your parents had immigrated here, then you're a lot closer to African American. All right, like say your parents were in South Africa or Ghana or wherever the fuck continent South Africa is, because Africa's a big place, and I'm not geographically aware of a lot of things of Africa. I know more about China and Japan because of my martial arts than I know about Africa. If I have a choice between going to live in China, Japan, or Africa, you best believe that I'm probably going to swing by Japan first. Then maybe China. I have nothing against Africa, I just don't intend on going to live there. Under any circumstances whatsoever, and especially if I'm wanted for murder, that's like the last place that you will find me. I have a better chance of being free out here in America in plain sight. And that means that my ass will be moving to Alaska. So if you guys want to come and find me, good luck. But I also have no intention of killing anybody. Well, because I have human needs like health insurance, and I had a hip replacement, so I'm not going to be doing any running. That's not really what you would consider an option. But I am going to say this. Above all else, I'm going to say this. If your parents immigrated here and you are born here, then you are truly African American. All right? Because your parents are immigrants and they became naturalized African Americans, and you were born here to parents who were born in Africa, then you are definitely African American. It's the same thing with like Asians. If you are first generation Chinese or Japanese, your parents immigrated here and you were born here, that would make you a Chinese American. If your parents were born here and their grandparents had immigrated here, or if their grandparents was born here, you are Chinese ethnically and by blood, but you are an American. I'm pretty sure that's going to be explained better by somebody who's actually Chinese versus my black ass, or my half-breed ass, or whatever you want to fucking call me at this moment while you're watching this video. But the truth of the matter is, if you are not an immigrant from Africa or any foreign nation, then you are born in America, your ass is American. And that dude in the video was 1,000% right. You are American first. And then, he pointed out some very interesting shit. And I'm not going to take that shit from him, because he's fucking right. He's not wrong. The young lady is black. And she does think that her skin tone holds some validity of her being African American. No, dear, the government gave us that damn title because they didn't want to call us black anymore. So when you start filling out applications, they start putting black/African American. Now, funny story about that. I was applying for a job at Tuesday mornings one time. I was in my mid-20s. I believe I was in my mid-20s. I might have been in my early 20s. I don't remember. I've had so many damn jobs in my lifetime. The young lady looked at me when I wrote down black, because Virginia is a right-to-work state. And she asked me if I was sure. Now, she's darker than me, but she was from, like, England. She had a very thick English accent. So you can hear her sounding like James Bond while she's talking to me. And she goes, "Excuse me, are you sure that you are black?" And I looked at her with a smile on my face and said, "Well, ma'am, I am biologically mixed, but the government has me as a black man." My birth certificate from 1973 has me written down as Negro, which makes me black. Which, if I don't identify as black, you have the right to fire me for lying on my application. We're not going to do that now, are we? We're not going to give the corporation the right to fire me before I even get hired because, oh, I thought it was cool to say that I was other on my application. No, fuck that shit. Because most jobs, I don't know if they do it now, but back when this was going on, most jobs won't let you fill out an application if you don't bring your damn birth certificate in. Now, like I said, I don't know how they do shit now because everything's fucking done online, and, you know, I'm going to have to say this. I'm going to piss y'all off. I'm apologizing first. But y'all motherfuckers is lazy. I'm sorry. Let me say that again. I'm sorry. Y'all motherfuckers is lazy. Let's not allow you to come to the place to fill out this application so that you can be seen and we can decide our prejudice then. If we're not going to give you the job or an interview, we're going to let everything go viral or virtual or whatever. So we're going to prevent you from getting a job by looking at you versus, you know, we're going to be all right doing this shit sight unseen. I didn't get hired a lot for a lot of the jobs that I applied for just because I'm short. I'm not gonna lie. I've applied for bouncing positions and got laughed right out of the building. And literally, I applied to be a bouncer once, and these motherfuckers looked me dead in my face and laughed me out the building. I applied for a security guard at Martha Jefferson because I refused to cut my rat tail. They didn't want to give me a job, but all the security guards were big, fat, and out of shape, like obese, like morbidly obese. I said, man, I could rob this place fucking blind and none of these motherfuckers could catch me because they were like fucking water buffaloes with a badge and a little taser gun. Now, you know, it's a lot of things that go on politically when it comes to getting jobs, alright? So, for me to be a bodyguard at 5'3", no one would give me a second look. Yet out west, there's a bodyguard who's a badass, and she's female, and she's 5'3". You know, so like I said, you know, if you're not given an opportunity, you'll never know if you can shine if not given an opportunity. I know, irrelevant. I'll have to make another video about that. But the point being made, you know, so I can end this video, is that just because you are black does not mean you are African. And the truth be told, a lot of black people don't want to be called black. They like being called African American because it gives them a false sense of ties to Africa. Alright? It gives them a very false sense of ties to Africa. Now, a lot of people are going to look at this video and say, but James, you're only part black. So we understand how it doesn't affect you and stuff. I said, that does not make me any less black. It just means, alright, so I don't look all the way black. You know, but you can look at me and tell I have black in me. Yeah, I might not have a lot of black features, and yes, I'm black downstairs. Not that that was relevant to this video, but you know, the point being made is that, you know, black people need to understand that they're black. They're not African American. You have African ancestors, but that's where your ties end. You were born here to a black set of parents who are more than likely mixed with either white or Native American or both, like mine. And, you know, they just not paying attention. I'm sorry for the background noise. I may have to make a third video after I go out in this hallway and choke shit out of somebody's fucking children. Al Bundy style. Any fucking how. The bottom line is really quite simple. Excuse me. I know y'all see these damn lights. What did I tell y'all before I came in this damn house the first time? My bad, I forgot. Your bad's about to get a bag. Now get out of my damn way. My bad. And on that, I think I should end this video on a happy note. So let's go to the facts of the matter, alright? You're American. You're black. There's nothing wrong with it. You were born to ancestors who are of African descent, because most of our ancestors were probably slaves. Alright? I do not have proof that my ancestors were not slaves. I do not have proof that they were, because I also have white ancestors. I also have Native American ancestors. And some Native Americans actually were slaves too, just in case y'all did not know that. No. History in school is whitewashed and covered in oh shit crap, and they don't tell us everything. They give you just enough. Because I will tell you, my school experience being mixed is probably far worse than a lot of people's school experience. But I will tell you that up until Black History Month, I used to have a lot of white friends. And then there was like a race war at Berlin Moran, and I had little to no white friends. I also had little to no black friends. And then when my gorgeous teacher, Miss Conrad, outed me for being part Native American, which I didn't know at the time, then I almost had no friends. And like I said, mixed people, we do not have a support group. We don't. We need one, but we don't have one. That being said, I'm going to make a video about that again. Thanks for watching. It's Comfort Number 2. Be seeing you.